Hello, fellow degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. Tonight we're playing Swedish rules, Noobcon practice. This is from a few months back, before Noobcon. I didn't myself make it there, but one of these days. I'm playing against Robin. As always, take a look down to the bottom left of your screen, find that thumbs up, hit that bastard, leave us a comment. Always like talking about magic. Especially old school magic, because what else is there? And let's move on and take a look at my opponent's deck, Robin. And here's a look at Robin's deck. Left-hand side we have a myriad of lands, including one, Mishra's Workshop. Workshop's good for the 18 artifacts he has jammed into this deck. He does have 2 Blood Moons, willing to shut off his own workshops, just to disrupt his opponent. On the right hand side, we have all the good cards: Time Walk and Mana Drain, Ancestral, Demonic, Twist, Wheel, and Time Twister. And then in between those 2 pile of cards is just a bunch of angry hate. Bolts and fireballs, Trikes and Suchis. I mean, it sounds like a nightmare. Not the card nightmare, just a pain in the ass. Sedge Trolls and Atogs. Atogs gobble up those 18 artifacts. They're on the board. I like this build. It looks very familiar. Because let's take a look at my deck. And here's the reason why I just said the word because. Because we're playing the same fucking deck. I have 4 Atogs, 4 Sedge Trolls. I also have Lightning Bolts. I also have Black Vices. I also have... I mean, the list goes on, except his high end is bigger than mine. He is running those Suchis and Trikes. And I'm running just the smaller creatures, and I want to deal damage faster. So I know his deck's going to be mana hungry to get to the 4 or 6 casting cost. I need to make sure my Ankh of Mishras are out and penalizing him. Blood Moon's not going to hurt me too bad. It will shut off, my off-colored spells. I can tell you that my main board City in a Bottle is not going to do dick against him. That being said, I am running the 1 Mishra's Factory. I do have some disenchants in the sideboard, 2 Shatters main. Really disrupting would be probably a Shatterstorm to Robin. I do have a Hurkyl's, not quite as devastating as that Shatterstorm. But Shatterstorm, they can shut a artifact deck down and out. I mean, you hit them once or twice with a Shatterstorm, that shit is over with in your favor. The only other thing I can think of boarding in would be like the Armageddons and the Copper Tablets against them. Again, my deck is trying to race to 20, as we all are, but mine's just a little bit lower profile than my opponent's. So, enough talk. Let's move off to game number 1. Alright, here we are with game number 1. I'm on the Time Twister mat. Opponent's on the Abyss mat. He starts very strongly with a Loa. I fire back my own. Is this going to be a game of draw 2 cards? A turn, one can only hope so. I need the extra gas. Opponent's tapping his to get his second card for his second turn. Looks like fires out an Underground Sea and passes. Yeah. See that smooth tap on that Loa? A little extra pump there for good luck. See a brass down. Into Soul Ring. Okay, ramping. I like ramp. Ankh of Mishra. Here we go. This is the game plan I talked about when we were looking at the deck tech, I need him to take a lot of extra damage trying to get to 4 or 6 lands. Looks like Robin fires out of Badlands, takes 2, goes down to 18. Ooh, he's giving up on the Loa plan, dropping a Mana Vault. Oh, that's why. Mind Twist for 4. This is fucking devastating, as always. I'm going to be down to 2 cards. A draw 7 would be helpful. I lose, another Ankh of Mishra, Psyblast, Shatter, and another Shatter. Wow, that would have been helpful for later when he's playing out some of those 18 artifacts. Going up to 3 cards. That is tough. And really, I have probably all the mana down I need. See if he waits for his Loa plan to pick back up. Nope, he's firing down. Another Underground Sea. Tapping 3. Yeah. The ever-present Sedge Troll. So he laid the Underground Sea down just so he can regenerate Sedge Troll. Meaning I'm going to need to come up with at least 2 cards to knock him off the board. I'm already down a ton of cards on him because of that Mind Twist. I play out 2 more mana sources. Not really what I need. Okay, Chain Lightning. Yeah, Sedge and Lightning Bolt. Okay. Okay, so like I was talking, that cost me the rest of my hand. I have no cards in hand. My opponent, I think, has probably 4 or 5. Not where you want to be. He does take a few more damage from the Ankh of Mishra, but unless his plan is to play out like another 7 land to try and fireball me to death a couple times, I think I might be in trouble. Okay, Atog. That's not the worst thing for me. Famous last words. Here comes another Mana Vault. I only said that because he is only a 1 power, and my opponent only had 1 artifact in play. Okay, Black Vice, super good card early game. Obviously here this late with kind of low hand size, not going to be a real factor. It's Atog food at this point. I just don't have my Atog. My opponent throwing the Mana Vault down the gullet of the Atog. Atog says num num. Here I am. I'm a 3/4. At least until the end of the turn. So Atog getting swole, coming in for 3. Puts me down to 14. My opponent tapping a bunch of shit. Yep, Triskelion. Terrible fucking news for me. Trike is so good. In case anyone was wondering. So he gets his 3 rocket arm counters off. I draw a card and pass, which doesn't feel great. Yep, he's coming in for 5. 7. I'm down to 7. Speaking of 7. And he plays out a Chaos Orb. Another threat on the table. I draw another card. I am dead if I cannot answer. I mean, either one of these artifacts, my turn, because I can't have him eating, you know, shooting me for 3 and then eating both of them, even if he has to on his turn. So, man, I need to do something now. Yeah, Demonic Shooter. DT's always good. I'm going to go find my favoriteest fucking card in my whole deck, and I think there it is. I'm going to take a real good look just for good measure. I mean, my opponent's on 14. I'm on 7. I think maybe a balance here is the best play. Let's see what I came up with. Yeah, I still have 1 floating man from Soul Ring. Yeah, there we go. Balance is out. I have 1 card in hand. Obviously, no creatures. We both have the same amount of land. He's going to keep a Chaos Orb on the table, but I'm okay with that. It's better than losing next turn. Okay. Trike shoots off his rocket arm straight to my forehead. Atog and Trike go bye-bye. Let's see if he can come up with last 4 damage. Oh, he is losing a land too. And 2 more cards. Looks like he had another land in hand. I didn't get a good eye on the last card. So, balance is kind of good. That just saved me from dying immediately. Black Vice. Okay, not a big deal. I only have 1 in hand. Ever since, what was it, turn 3 when he mind twisted me for the majority of what I had. Just passing with 2. At this point, I need to be cautious with my burn. I need to be worried about him jamming down another creature. He does stick out another land. Anka Mishra has done all the heavy lifting for me this game. I think it's pretty well done, almost all the damage to my opponent that I've done. And here we go, we got an orb activation. Let's check this out. Robin's levitating his orb in the air, and he's going to make it go spinny spin. Looks like he's targeting his Black Vice for one of my cards. Oh, nice clean rotation. Solid hit. Denmark gives it a 9.6. That's one of the highest rated hits we've seen. It covered up almost all the card. Nice flip, Robin. I want someone to measure those sleeves. They look extra wide, though. Nah, I'm just joking. He does knock out my Black Vice, so tell me you have a draw 7 without telling me you have a draw 7. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune is down. 3 lands. I know I was bogarting lands in my hand. Anka Mishra was doing that for me. Man, I need to dump a bunch of cards. He's got 1 open mana. Let's see if he draws a bolt. Oh, Sapphire. Okay, that's alright. Robin's tapping 2, untapping 2. He's just doing some tapping practice. Retap. Okay, City in a Bottle. Looks like we're both playing with him. I'm losing 2 land. He's losing his Loa and a City Brass, so wow, we both lose 2 land. Okay, I'm playing a Bolt. You know, I suspect he was just trying to get me off mana resources so his Black Vice can finish me off. And a Bolt again during his upkeep, so I get down to 5 cards, deal him 6 damage. He's at 5 life. I'm out of red mana sources, though. And I do end up taking 2 from the Vice, so I'm down to 3 cards. No, I'm sorry, I'm down to 3 life. I was on 5 life. I'm down to 3 life. I have 5 cards in hand. I mean, we are getting down to the wire. This is a very close game. I'm tapping 1 and Black Vice back on the table. Oh, tapping 2 more for another Anka Mishra. Let's pump up the pain. I'm on 3, he's on 5. Don't sneeze on me with a lightning bolt, and son of a bitch, there it is. Okay, Mind Twist, Ancestral. I was Volcanic. I knew I couldn't really play any more lands out. I didn't want to draw that many more cards. Mind Twisting kind of takes him off the plan of dealing damage with that Black Vice. The problem is Lightning Bolt prevailed. None of that mattered. Robin's up 1-0. Let's swap out some cards and take a look at game number 2. Alright, here we go with game number 2. Game number 1 was so close. Robin bested me. He had 5 life left, but didn't even have to take that damage from that Black Vice. Oh, look at this start. Tapping 3, Sedge Troll, no land. This is ballsy. Dumb as shit. That's me. Raise my hand. But I want to get this race over with. I got my 2/2 Sedge Troll, and I have about 3 cards left in my hand. Robin leads with a Ruby. And a Workshop. Look at him go. That's good for the other, I think he has 17 artifacts or so left in his deck. And an immediate Bolt. I fear that's what happened to my Sedge Troll. He just got bolted off the plane of his existence. I have 3 cards in hand. Opponent chucking down a Chaos Orb and a Mana Vault after that Bolt. And I'm playing a Time Walk. Not the worst thing in the world. Good cards lead to good things. Oh, look at this. Shatter on his tapped Chaos Orb. Let's see if he wants to flip it. I vote flip it, but that'd leave him with a tapped Mana Vault. He loses his Chaos Orb. Hey, first mana producing land is at the board. God knows what turn we're on. I should say colored mana producing land. Workshop's on the table. Tapping 2 for a Demonic Tutor, looking up his favorite fucking card in the deck. And at this point, he has up to 6 mana. Let me repeat that, up to 6 mana for artifacts. I'd like to think he's going to play a draw 7 for the both of us, but I'm just not feeling that. Yeah. Looking for that one card that's going to fit in real well with the other 2 cards in his hand. Yeah. There we go. Tapping 3 with Workshop, 3 with the Mana Vault. He gets out a 1/1 with 3+1/+1 counters. Okay, Psyblast on my end. Wow, I'm taking 5 for this though. 3 from the try, 2 from the side blast. It's a fair trade though, I guess. I feel like I've been on the defensive since pretty much turn 2 or 3 of the first game. I just pass with 3 in hand. Opponent's finally getting a few damage nicked at him with the Mana Vault. I think last game his Mana Vault dealt just a couple to him. Alright, he's untapping the Vault. Playing out a Volcanic. I think I'm just trying to run myself back up to 7 cards. Maybe not. Lies, I am. Look at this. Ancestral. This is powerful. He's got 1 blue untapped, but I mean, unless he shits out a power sink, we're in good shape. Oh, back to 7. Low is back online. Nice. Looks like I'm throwing a strip mine his way. Taking out the workshop, which he has so much mana. Looking back on it, I don't know if that's the right answer. I guess I could have just taken him off blue with the Volcanic. May have been a little bit wiser of a move, but we'll see. Yeah, opponent's tapping things. Tapping 3 for a Twister. Okay. Oh, look at this. I don't want him doing that. I'm taking the card advantage. Red Elemental Blast. Twister denied. Low is still doing heavy lifting. Kind of feel like I'm moved from the defensive portion of this game to more of the offensive here with that Ancestral. And sometimes it's those good cards that just shove you right back in the game. I stick out Atog plus Atog food, Black Vice. My opponent sticks out his own Atog. He who have the most artifacteth have the biggest Atogeth, I think is what Shakespeare said in 1439. I'm wrong on both the year, the quote, and the author. So yeah, both on the draw go portion of the game. I'm drawing 2 with the Loa. I'll tell you, after playing some 4-strip, that Loa seems not quite as good. I almost have a whole set of Moxen out. Do drop a Chaos Orb. Let's take a look at a flip. This is going to be an important one. Orb up. Clean rotation, good form. Canada judges it at a 7.8. I'll take it. Oh, but they say it's 7.8 Canadian. Really only worth about 7.3. But clean hit, Atog down. My Atog can get real big, bad, and ugly in a hurry. I mean, he can get to 11, 12. Looks like I'm going to strike in for 3. We are even on life for the first time since 2020. Not the year, but 20 apiece on the life. Opponent fires out a land and passes. Atog in again. Just for 1. I slapped down a Badlands and a Sedge Troll. That's what we want to see. Oh, he's tapping. That must have been a blue Elemental Blast to counter the Sedge Troll. I mean, it looked like he tapped his Underground Sea. And look at this. What a pain in the ass. Sedge Troll of his own. Sedge Troll felt better on my side of the table. Still on the Loa plan. But I mean, 14 to 15. We've gone through a lot of cards. Played a lot of turns. Wow, we're both still real high on life, though. For both playing, you know, both of us are playing the same angry aggro burn. Looks like I'm playing out a Side Blast in my opponent's life total. He's going down to 10. I dropped to 13. Just a pass with 7 in hand. Opponent hits a Badlands. Look at this. Bolt straight to the face. He goes down to 7. Oh, this looks bad. That low has done way too much work. Ooh, tapping 3 for a Side Blast. That'll put him down to 4 if he takes it. Oh no, I'm making his Troll tap. Another Black Vice, more food. Does he have an answered Atog? Looks like, yeah, start chucking artifacts on the pile. Atog is a hungry son of a bitch. And he just ate. He ate all the way to a game number 2 win. So we can see Robin's already swapping out some cards for game number 3. And let's see what happens. And here we are with game number 3. I believe we both had a mulligan at least once. It kind of only looked like 5 cards on my side. I'll shut up though, because, oh, here we go, I'll figure it out. Black Vice, Black Lotus, Badlands, bunch of B cards. Yeah, I have 6 in hand. Double Black Vice deals me 4 off the bat. I am down to 16. Fire out a Plateau. And a Bolt. So, Bolt to the face for Robin. Puts him on 17. That takes a card out of my hand. Lets me only take 2 damage from Vice on the second turn. Looks like I play out a Volcanic. Both of us have access to blue and red. Atog. That's what we like. Robin looks like he's down to maybe just 1 card. So I'm under the Vice. I have a threat on board. Robin keeps hitting land, which I am perfectly fine with. Taps 2 for City in a Bottle. Okay. Might as well. I mean, I'm closer to the Loa plan than he is. Which I can never really play it because double Black Vice. But that also shuts City of Brass off for me. Atog coming in for 1. No artifacts for that little fucker to gobble down. Anka Mishra. Hey, he's got 3 mana sources out, but I do know he goes longer than me. Oh, look at this. Atog of his own. Yeah, his Atog can get bigger than mine, so I just pass. And look at this. He slams down another one. 1 Atog in. All for a block. He pitches a Vice. I pitch an Ankh. He pitches another Vice. My Atog goes to the bin. But on the upside, I don't have to worry about Black Vice anymore. Looks like I do find another mana source. I must be light on him. Tapping 3 for a Sedge Troll. Sedge Troll again is 2-2. I don't know what my deck's up to. It is not showing that black mana love that I need, and my Sedge Troll gets biffed again by the lightning bolt. So Atog's in for 2. I'm down to 12. Opponent's on 16. Strip mine. And a pass. Atog's in again for another 2. I'm down to 10. Need to come up with something to get these pesky bastards off the board. Okay, here we go. Mind Twist for 1. And he bolts me. Oh, brutal. So Mind Twist for 0. Okay, Shatter. Shatter on the city. City in a bottle. That does take 2 points off the board of damage. But Atogs are still kind of an unstoppable force here. I'm down to 5. I gotta come up with something quick, or this game's gonna be out from underneath me. I'm playing land. Land doesn't really help a whole lot. Opponent swinging in for 2. I'm down to 3. This is looking ugly. Never get to 3 against a red deck. I am there. If he rips even if he rips an artifact. 2 in hand. Tapping 3. Yep. Robin's tapping 3. Mind Twist for 2. Look at this. Getting in at Hercules. Brutal. I'm down to 1. Yeah. Getting some practice on my hands. Better be a good card. I mean, really, at this point, it needs to be balance or bust. Ooh. Tapping a white? Okay, I'm tapping 3. Oh, wheel. Okay. Man, I think I should leave it. Oh, I do have a white through Plateau open. My opponent throws his cards in the bin. Looks like he's got a Hercules also. Oh, I take that back. That's that blue elemental blast. Alright, Sedge Troll down. He's a blocker. I need to come up with 2 of them. Oh, my opponent Ancestrals. Look how deep he's digging. He needs 1 damage on me to finish this shit off. This does not feel well. Yeah, he plays out a Loa. Late game Loa, but nonetheless a Loa. Yeah, Bolt. And I have nothing. 2 Side Blasts, which I cannot play. Shatter, which does nothing. And a land, which might as well be stuck in my ass. Good games, Robin. Looks like Atog Sedge Troll sprinkled in with some robots beats Atog Sedge Troll without the robots. As always, thanks for watching The Orb.